invite you in to inhabit this sound of praise. And God, our request today is that you flow like a river. Right now, God. Flow like a river, Jesus. Flow like a river. Flow like a river. Flow like a river, Jesus. God. Flow like a river. Flow like a river. Flow like a river, Jesus. Do it, God. Flow like a river. Oh. Flow like a river. Flow like a river. Flow like a river. Right now, Jesus. Flow like a river, Jesus. Said I need you to flow in my soul. Don't stop there, Jesus. Need you to flow in my mind. Take over my spirit. Need you to flow in my spirit. And let it flow. Let it flow. You know just what we need. Our prayer is that you fill our cups and let it overflow. Turn it over to you, Jesus. We stand in the atmosphere of praise. Flow like a river, Jesus. We need you, we need you, we need you. Flow like a river, Jesus. Hear our humble cry. Flow like a river, Jesus. And flow like a river. Flow like a river, Jesus. Everybody, this is what we need right now. We need you to flow in my heart. We need you to flow. Need you to flow in my soul. Regulate my mind, Jesus. Flow in my mind. Take over my spirit. Need you to flow in my spirit. And let it flow. We want to set an atmosphere for you to do your work, God. Inhabit the praises of your people. Deliver, set free, and heal. Yes. As we lift our hands in this atmosphere. Your people. Come on, say it with me right here. Need you to flow. Make it corporate. We need you to flow. Need you to flow in my soul. Regulate my mind. Need you to flow in my mind. Hey, take over my spirit. Need you to flow in my spirit. Yeah. God, it's all about your flow, God. We can get it done because you're in the room. We can get it done because you're in the atmosphere. And wherever you are, the enemy has to flee. Whatever we're going through, give us the victory. Flow like a river. Flow. Flow like a river. Flow. Flow like a river. Flow. Flow like a river. Oh.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, y'all. Gosh, this is the first time that I get to say Happy New Year from Chopping It Up with Queen Alicia. Gosh, you know what? I'm just so thankful to see another year. How many of y'all are so thankful to see another year? I was going to get on here earlier, but I was trying to figure out my TikTok because that is something that 2026, I am going on TikTok. So while I am on Facebook, I'm also going to be live on TikTok. So I'm excited about that. Excited about new things. Always nervous, but you know what it is. When we have God on our side, all is well. Yeah. So tonight, we're going to talk about something that's so dear to my heart. That was Lonnie Hunter with Flow Like a River. We're going to talk about something that's really dear to my heart. And I'm going to play a couple of more musical selections that's out. Flowing Alex Sells, she just came out with her new single, Yes, the Lord Will. And she's, of course, a favorite of mine. We have our favorites. I mean, what can you say? It is what it is. So, yeah, we're going to be playing her song. And I just want to say something. Independent artists, we are fortunate enough to have award shows. We're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to talk about why people stop going to award shows. We are going to talk about that. So if you are interested in that topic, or maybe you're just curious, I need for you to share with your friends, your family, and just invite them in. So thanks so much again for coming and stopping in and talking to Queen Alicia on Chopping It Up with Queen Alicia.
Chopping it up with Queen Alicia, where every word is clear and true. From deep talks and open dialogue, join the conversation. Explore real relationships and pass the growth.
Yeah, chop it up with Alicia. The Queen. This is the podcast you know you're gonna need, hun. Chop it up with Alicia J today. She's dropping them nuggets, the stuff you really wanna say. On relationships, the situationships. If married or single, and even if you wanna mingle. Chop it up with Alicia. Chop it up, the Queen. Today, yeah.
Discuss hot topics and let your knowledge flow.
The Queen. Let's chop it up.
Entertainment and yes and no mix. Every conversation is a good connected mix.
Let's chop it up.
I love that. Yeah, that was the famous Tony D over there. He actually he did this for me. So I said, let me I can't have him doing something without me sliding in because he is an artist of mine. So I just wanted to slide in little bit, and just sing my little ta TT. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. And you know what? It came out really nice. Once again, thank you so much for stopping in with Queen Alicia here on Facebook Live. Here's Yes, the Lord Will by Alex Sells. This is newly released. Listen up.
Work it out for you.
How many of you guys know that the Lord will, no matter what you are going through, He's going to work it out for you? It never failed. Has He ever failed you? Shout out to a couple of people that just drove up in the room and they just, I don't even know what they did, but they drove up in the room. That's what they did. Hey, to a disciple, what's going on? G, boo, what's going on? Latrice Dixon, I think she left out of here. She left. Pastor Michael Turner, hey, how you doing? Important topic that we're going to talk about. And what did I say, Glenn? I can't lose out Glenn. He's my artist. I better get it straight in the right there in the pocket. Also, I'm gonna get a phone call, so I gotta make sure. Even if I say his name twice, I gotta make sure that I say his name. So he just came out with a fabulous single. Actually, he came out with an EPK, but there's one single that's on that EPK, and we're gonna play that. And it's called here I go. God Loves Me. It's just as simple. God loves me, and I know you guys believe that He do. You better know that you are loved by the Most High. Tonight, I wanted to come on a little earlier because this is going to actually take about an hour, and I have notes here. Okay, notes. So when the Queen has notes, there's something that we gotta discuss. Topic on tonight is why are people not showing up for these independent award shows? They're coming, but why are they not staying? Like, why don't they come year after year? Why isn't the house packed year after year? So that's what we're going to discuss, because it is a topic, because we should be aware of some things that go on at award shows. I'm an independent artist as well. So again, I don't like saying independent, but I like saying artist, because there are some talented and gifted independent artists that are just as well gifted and talented, like a Kirk Franklin, right? Someone bigger, that we would say, independent artists. Oh, I don't like that. So there's a lot of us that's been in this chain for a long time. We have been grinding the streets, like Glenn Morton with his single. We've been grinding in music and the music ministry for a long time, and we need to talk about some things that's going on. So we say, why? Why do people stop going to the award show? So you see me, I got my notes together so we can have this conversation. Okay, so sometimes what happens is there is a lack of credibility, lack of trust. Now I'm asking you to share this post, right? Share this live. Okay, so one of the main things is, we got so many award shows. Who do we trust? Right? Who do we trust? Who are the good ones, as they probably would say, and who are the bad ones? Well, guess what? I'm not going to tell you that. Okay. But I'm hoping that you will be able to use your mindset to read between the lines and to watch Facebooks, as they are posted. And you might be posted for 1 or 2 or 3, or posted in several categories, which is it's imperative that you know what you're connected to. Okay, so a lot of times the award shows, they're once a year. Okay, some of them are once a year. Well, actually, all of them are once a year. And so, how do we get nominated? Well, guess what? Someone nominates us. Could be somebody we know, doesn't have to be anyone we know. Could be our manager, could be a promoter, right? Someone that knows, right, how gifted and talented we are has nominated us for a category or categories. Okay. So that's how that happens. It happens once a year. You have tons of them. I'm asking you to research them all. Okay. A lot of these things you have to, it's imperative for you to research. Okay. Sometimes people are not going to give you this information. You think 2007, when I came out with my first CD, did I know about independent award shows? No. Only award shows that I knew about was BET Awards that came, on television, or, the ones that's for the actresses and the actors. That was it. I didn't know anything about that. There was actually an award show for independent artists. Okay. We must be careful. We must be careful because just like everything else, right? We got to do our research. We got to do our research. So tonight I came together and I said, let me just write down some things that was a question mark in my head. Again, I am a radio personality as well as an artist. So there's certain things that I see, right? Again, I'm not naming no one, right? But what I want you to do is I want you to have a great lookout on what award shows may be of interest to you and what is said, because you got to go on their pages to see what's going on. Okay. Some things you might read that might be okay with you, and then some things might not sit too straight for you. So you know what you have to do. You know if you have to attend them, or you know if you're going to sit that one down. Okay. You're not going to. All right. So a lot of these award shows, a lot of people might say, I'm not going. Okay. And it's because there's a loss of credibility, right? Or trust. So we're out of trust, right? Some of these awards are paid to win, right? Some of these awards, the winners are pre-selected. Now, I know this is something that you like. What? Okay, I'm just going to let you know. Okay, this is the reason why some people might say, I'm not going. Okay, listen. Okay. So the loss of credibility or trust. If artists, managers, and fans feel that the awards are paid to win, winners are pre-selected, votes don't really matter, attendance will drop fast. Once people believe the outcome isn't authentic, the excitement disappears. Okay. So to put that all in perspective, you got to make sure that a lot of these winners aren't pre-selected. So yes, you see that we vote for them, right? But sometimes people already know the winner. Okay. Me being that I was in pageants, I know the deal. Okay. Because it was told to my mother who was going to win the night before. Right. So therefore, it was done. They already knew the winner. Literally, we did not have to go. They had us selling tickets. We did not have to sell any tickets. It was already thought of. The winner in my pageant was already written down, and it was done. Okay. I'm just bringing light to you because I don't want you to think that things are always done in an honest way. Okay. People are not going to tell you these things. I'm just trying to bring light to you so you won't be disappointed. Okay. Disappointed. Now, is everyone like this? Absolutely not. Let me get that out in the open. All award shows are not this way. All pageants are not that way. But I just want you to go into something understanding that when you see certain things, that's probably what's going on. Okay. So same faces. This is another thing that people are upset with. Same faces, same winners. Okay. So year after year, same people, right? Same winners. Okay. Same people winning these trophies, right? For the same categories, year after year. Okay. Year after year. Now, I'm going to say this to you. Let's say, for instance, Glenn Morton, he comes out with a booming, and when I say booming, he comes out with a booming single in 2025. Okay, it's booming. He is nominated for, let's say, Christian Hip Hop Artist of the Year. Okay, he has others that he's nominated with. Let's say, for instance, everything goes together properly and everything, your fans are voting for you, and your judges, and I'll get into that too, or your board is doing what they need to do, and Glenn is a winner. Okay, he's a winner for that single that he just did. Let's say um God Loves Me. Okay, he's a winner for that for 2025. Okay, let's say, for instance, right, in 2020, so that's literally then 2025. 2026, he comes out with another single. Okay, I'm gonna just call it "Watch Me Work." He already did that single in last year, but I'm just gonna call it. Okay, he comes out and it's the same thing. Okay, but it's a different single. Okay, again, he's up against people. He has to be voted in. Okay, well, to be honest with you, if he's that great, if that single has done what it's supposed to do, okay, 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 he wins again. Okay, he wins again. I can understand that. Okay, let me tell you something else. However, comes a time when people are just getting put into stuff and they don't qualify. Okay, promoter of the year, producer of the year, right? Sometimes these winners are not really the producer of the year. Okay, because there's certain things you should have to qualify for before becoming the producer of the year. Okay, now again, whatever way they want to run their award shows, by all means, go right ahead and run it. Okay, but I'm just saying these are some things, some reasons why people choose to stay home and not attend the award shows sometimes, because same people winning, and sometimes it's not done out of honesty. Okay, so when the same artists or industry insiders win year after year, new artists feel excluded, fans feel bored. Okay, the event stops feeling independent. So you figure that there's new artists that should be coming in, right? So we do want to give them love as well, if if they're worthy of it. And I'm gonna explain to you what that worthy is, right? Because you got to do work as an artist. You just can't say I have a single out, and that's it. You can't just do that. It's work involved. Okay, it should be when it comes to voting, right, for someone to receive an award. Okay, let's go to my next thing. People also stop coming, right, because the show is starting late. Every year I come, the show is starting late, right? It's late, right? Every year I come, the sound and lighting is poor. Again, I wrote my notes down, so that's what you see me looking at, right? Because it's a lot here. All right. Every time I come to this award show, it starts late, sound and lighting is poor, right? Artists get on stage, the microphones is all jacked up, right? The seating, the parking, it's just chaotic. It's too much, right? It's too much, right? Indie, when you say independent, right, award show, that does not mean that you should slack off and not be professional, right? It should not be unprofessional. It should be professional. Okay. So that's how it should be. And we should welcome comments, feedback, right? year after year from people. Why are you not coming? Some of us don't want to hear why they're not coming, but some of us won't tell each other why we're not coming because I'm gonna tell you, we feel as though, why am I telling you? It doesn't matter because you're still gonna do what you want to do anyway. Okay, so we gotta really be careful as to we got to be careful as to the stage that we're setting, right? And making it welcoming for people who are completely free to give their opinion that they want to talk about, but their opinions will be welcome. Okay? My music over. Tell me if it's too loud. Let me turn it down some more. All right. Okay. So making sure that we have places to park, making sure that the stage, everything on the stage is wonderful, sounding wonderful. The speakers sounding wonderful. The whole production on stage is wonderful. It's something that keeps people interested in coming year after year to an award show. Okay. Artists don't see real value. Artists will stop attending when there is no meaningful exposure, no media coverage or press follow-up, no networking opportunities, no post-event momentum. So basically, if there's nothing there for the artists, independent artists, right? Nothing new for them to flourish, to gain knowledge, they probably won't come back next year. If it doesn't help their career, they stop investing time and money. Keep in mind, you gotta pay when you get there. You gotta pay for hotel. You gotta pay for your transportation there first, and you gotta pay for hotel. You gotta pay for food. Because normally that's a weekend thing. It starts probably maybe let's say I'm gonna say I get there on Wednesdays. Most likely I will get there on Wednesday. So they have 3 shows, right? That's probably like Thursday. Starts like on Thursday, right? Up until the event. Okay, which can be on Saturday or Sunday. Okay. So it's important that these award shows have everything correct because you are spending money. And it's not cheap to stay in a hotel because you spend at least $100 a night for a hotel. But then that depends because if you don't want to stay in the hotel that they tell you about, then you on your own. Okay, but you are spending money. Okay. So there's a lot of award shows, just like I told you. Okay, when they have award shows, everybody you can watch. Look, let's see, you'll see them up. There's so many award shows, all right? Fans don't know which one to go to. They don't know which one to pick. So artists choose only the most respected ones. That's if they were told that they are respected. That's what happens. Okay, if they are told that they're which award shows is what and what has been their experience, then yeah, they pick the ones that they are familiar with. So that's what happens. Okay, you got to pay for travel. See, I just talked about that. Now I'm bringing it up again. Travel, hotel, tickets. Oh, I forgot about tickets to get in for the event. You got to pay for your outfit, right? You got to pay for your promo cost. All of that stuff adds up. If people are struggling financially, they'll skip events that are not essential to them. Okay, so that's another reason why artists would be like, no, I can't do that right now because that's not feasible because it's just not. Okay, now I must explain to you. Going to award shows is a networking event. You can't just go to an award show and think that you're just going to sit in your hotel room. No, the purpose of going is to, yeah, have fun, but also to gain knowledge, right? Right? Experience and to network. That whole time, that whole weekend, that whole entire weekend, you're talking to people, you're networking to people, you're changing information for their social media, you're doing all of that stuff just to say, hey, how you doing? So now instead of them just talking to you via internet, right? Now you got a face. I got a face now. Now I see what Glenn Morton looks like because he was at the award show. So now, possibly, I've seen how professional he is, right? Now I think I might just give his music a chance on my station. I'm telling you, this is how sometimes it works. Okay. So professionally, you gotta have your stuff together. Okay. One Christian hip hop artist, I met her, Amari. There you go. There you go. There you go. Her and her husband is a Christian hip hop artist, and they actually gave me it was a drive, was it like a thumb drive, and it had their downloaded their music on it, and I thought that was really creative. And she did the bands. I don't have it here, but she did the bands that go around your arm, like the rubber bands. Y'all know what that is, like the rubber bands, and it had the name of their song on it. She made them. She, she told me how much they cost, but I don't know. She made them. So she was the only artist that gave me anything, but that stood out in my head. Okay, because when you go into these places, you want to stand out. Okay, you want to stand out. All right. So back to the reason of why um attendance gets less each year for independent award shows. Okay, so lack of growth or innovation. So each year when you have an award show, you should be growing. Your award show should get better and better each year. If you notice that your award show gets worse and worse each year, or there's less people coming, there's a problem. So then you got to go back into the room with whoever, your board, right? And you got to talk this over. And you have to find out, right? Why? Why is there less people coming? Okay. Could it be a lack of honesty? Could it be a lack of, could it be because when they came, your sound system was messed up? Nobody's going to sit there with no sound system. Could it be because the show was just too long? Or could it have been because you started too late? You started a whole hour late. Sometimes we got to look at ourselves instead of pointing fingers and saying, why, or we trying to get people to come. Well, guess what? We want to get new people to come. Don't get me wrong, but we also want to find out why are people not coming, or we want to continue having people come. Yeah, Ontario, you're right. Hey, Ontario, behind. We're gonna talk about all of this stuff. Go follow Ontario. Ontario is a promoted too. Ontario is in radio too. So go follow. Okay. People move on to platforms that they feel are more current or more today. Okay. That's what they want. They don't want to get in the show and feel as though this stuff right here, this was just thrown together. This this was just thrown together. So the truth, especially in gospel and indie, people still want to support independent artists and the awards. They just want, to be honest, well run, driven, spiritually and culturally aligned, beneficial beyond one night. Okay? We want to keep talking about this award show,
Next year. You remember that award show that Ontario had? That award show? Oh my God, that was the best award show ever. You want to leave an impression. You don't want people to be sitting there saying that award show is the guess what? Next year I ain't coming. I ain't gonna be there. You going there? Not me. I'm going over here to this one. Okay? When an award show keeps God first, because I think sometimes that's what we're pushing away from. It has to be all God, not just playing that it's God, not just faking the funk that it's God, right? We got to be all God, and I think a lot of us agree to that. I think at some point the God is taken out of it. Just because you pray don't mean it's God. Anybody can pray. Let me stop. Let me go back to my notes for everybody to be mad at me because some people going to look at this later. All right. So we got to keep God first. We got to treat the artist fairly and operate with excellence so people will come back. We got to do that. Now we say what fresh segments we have to have when they say lack of growth. Are we growing? That means your segments, your pre-shows can't be the same people up there on the platform every year. It cannot be. People don't want to hear the same stuff that people talk about year after year. And we sure don't want to hear anything from anybody that's not playing independent artists. Oops, did I say something that stepped on somebody's toes? I'm so sorry. Just saying. If we got all our stuff together, our I's dotted, our T's crossed, and that email is professional, and we send it to any people that's on the pre-shows, and they done gave us information as to how to present it, and we send it to them, and they still don't accept it. They still don't play our music. We want people that support the independent artists, not just talk about it, but completely and totally support us in all aspects. Yes, I'm getting upset about that because we talk the talk, but we don't walk the walk. Let me calm it down. It's the truth. I can't tell y'all how many people I've sent music to. And I'm not talking about me. And I'm quite sure Ontario can say the same. I'm going to speak for him too. How about that? And we say that we support the independent artists. But you are up there on the platform saying that you support it. But guess what? We done sent our music to you. How many times? And not a once did we even receive a return email. Give me a reason why you don't play my artists. So, people like that, we can't have on our platforms. Because if you say that you support the independent artists, come on, support me the whole way. I hear you, but I don't feel you. I hear you, but your actions ain't adding up to what you say you do. So, when it says fresh segments, if you are on the pre-shows and you giving advice to artists about what they should do and how they should prepare their music and this city that and this city that, and when people send the music to you, we don't feel the support. Then guess what? You don't need to be representing independent artists. Oh, Lord Jesus. I'm sorry. God tells me to say stuff, and I'm sorry. Because what independent artists is, let me say something to you. Independent artists work hard. Independent artists bust their bouteilles to do what they got to do. Okay? So Ontario is saying he had a big station circle back after the artist I work with blew up. Mind you, they had the song before it blew up. Oh my God. But that's another thing though, Ontario. This is what I say about my stuff. I told you. It's not how you handling me when I'm there. I'm at the top. Okay? It's how you helping me get up to the top. I have seen artists get interviewed on my station, and guess what? They don't touch them. Them stations, these big folks, these big people, these big people that work for these big stations that can tell us how to submit our music. Yep. If you can tell us how to submit our music, then guess what? You should be able to tell us how you can play it on air, on your station. So, that's one of the things why people don't want to come back. Because some of the award shows have the same people that give the same information that do absolutely nothing for the independent artist. So no, yeah, give us some fresh segments, okay? Give us some fresh pre-shows. Somebody that works, some people that work consistently with the independent artist. Give it to us. There's multiple people. Don't say you don't have any, because I sure could think of I could think about at least 10 people. Please don't say, oh, I don't have any. Someone that's going to fight for the independent artist. Because we need people that fights for us, that talks for us. Repetition, when you repeat the same old stuff, when you repeat the same old segments, when you have the same old people up there doing stuff, guess what it does? It signals stagnation. Can't even say the word. I'm so upset. Okay? Stagnation. It tells us same format every year. Same host. Same pre-shows. People do the same ones. Like don't nobody else do nothing but them. How about recognizing people just to recognize them without even giving them an award? You can give them awards, but there's people that's in the audience that should just be recognized for doing what they do. Pre-selected winners. Let's talk about pre-selected winners. Let's talk about that. Okay? This is when the outcome feels decided before the process is finished. That's another thing people are talking about. Yes, I said, Alicia said, you can say it. People are talking about it. People are talking about it. So what I'm saying here is not just out of Alicia. So some people like to say, Alicia loves giving her opinion, and who cares about her opinion? And then I got others that say, can you go through your opinion and keep it going? So this is my opinion, but it is also other people's opinion. People are feeling that these awards, right, are decided upon before the voting process is finished. That means I already know who's going to win. I have an award show. I have Glenn. He's my artist. I tell Glenn, you know, you win, boy. You win. You in. I got you because you my artist. They got you in. You're gonna get an award. Are you ready to come because you gotta receive it? Are you gonna get there? Because that's what I'm talking about. Then we say, why people not showing up? You think people don't know? See, this is the thing. Some of us think that people are just starting. Alicia's not just starting. And I know Ontario's not just starting. Glenn, another one, he ain't just starting either. So we think we don't know. They just independent artists. We'll get them in. We'll tell them that they sound wonderful. That's another thing we're doing. We're saying, you know what? You can sing on my program. Sing there, right? You got to give me this amount of money. Doesn't matter if I know you really can't sing. As long as you can pay the money to get on, I got you a spot. You there. You there. This is the stuff I'm just telling y'all that goes on in award shows. Not all. I'm going to say it again. Not all. Not all award shows. I'm not even going to say the percentage that I think. I'm going to leave that alone. So, voting doesn't match the results. So that's one way. Fans vote heavily for one artist. This is how it happens here. Okay? Fans, they vote heavily for this artist. I vote really a lot for Glenn, let's say. I'm like, Ontario, vote for Glenn too. Disciple, vote for Glenn. I got it covered. Vote. He's sharing. Vote, right? Social engagement, right? Clearly favors. But a different name wins. A different name wins. And no one has an explanation. That's the part that gets me. Nobody has an explanation. Here we go. Let's talk this money. Money is evil. It's the love of money that just messes people up. Okay? So money appears to influence wins. Let's talk about that part. So, what I've been told, here I go. I got to say what I've been told. Because some people are going to say, can she come with her opinion? No. This is Alicia. But guess what? Alicia got a lot of people she talked to. When I say a lot of people. All right? Because I'm not phony. I'm not fake. Let me stop. I'm going to stop. That's why I got a lot of people that I talk to. Even if I don't talk to them all the time, guess what? I still talk to them. And they all good with me. Okay? So, in some of these award shows, they have packages that are sold. Okay? Ads and sponsorships. All of that stuff. Well, let me just tell you. I did one of them, right? The magazine, it was an ad that went to a magazine. And it said, what it does is it gives you the number for exposures, the reach, right? That must be handled correctly. Because literally, they just really wanted this. Okay? All right? They just wanted this. Now, I understand that you got to pay for the awards. I get that. I got that. Okay. You know what I want to talk about? Let's talk about these categories. Some of these categories, some of these people ain't even worthy to be in the categories. It seems like I'm noticing this with some of them. Okay? See what Ontario said? One of his artists had an 8K vote lead when an award show vote and poll closed and still lost. That's what I'm trying to say. Something's not adding up. it's not adding up. And this is the trust issue that I'm talking about with y'all. We lose trust in them. And I'm a straight up be honest with you. I don't want to vote in none of them. Okay? I really don't. I don't feel like voting on none of them right now for nobody. Because I feel it's a waste of time. Just a waste of time. And it's amazing because I think a lot of the votes they're paid. People pay for votes. I did understand that. People pay for votes. So sometimes with a lot of this stuff, artists assume that the biggest spender wins, not the most supported or deserving. So if you pay for ads, here we go. See, I could go back to my pageant that I was in. That's how I was. I was in second place. Well, that night before, when they tallied up how many tickets were sold by who? Alicia went to, no, wait, hold up. Alicia went to third place. All right? That's serious. Okay? That's how that works. I'm just telling y'all, that's how it works. We want change. Okay? So that's the reason I'm on here. I'm hoping that we get change. If we don't get change, then Alicia's going to have to come up with her own award show. How about that? How about that? So we could show them how it happens. And they could stay home if they want to. Because maybe some of them might not want to support Alicia. But it's fine. I'm just saying, I want it right across the board for the independent artists. That's what I want. I want the independent artists that I know to be treated correctly. If artists are not okay with their singing and their ministry, pull their card and tell them, come on, we got to do better. By supporting an artist that you already know is not together. Come on. I know, Ontario, I got you. Yeah, seriously. By supporting artists that's not together, guess what we're doing? We're telling those artists that they're good and they're absolutely not good. That they don't need any work, that they're just good. Well, guess what? A lot of people come to me and they say, Alicia, some scared to come to me and ask me why. And I'm just like, come on, y'all. Come to me and talk to me. I was on the phone with one artist one time, 2:00 in the morning. She's asking me why you not playing my music? So I had to tell her, why is it that we don't like constructive criticism? If you don't like constructive criticism, then get out the business. If somebody came here right today and said, Alicia, you know how many people I had critique my Christmas music? The first year it was horrible. I didn't like it. And I threw it people's way. Look at this. Listen to this. And they was like, I was sick when I recorded it. And I knew I didn't like it. People, oh yeah, it sounds good. I sent it to the ones that I knew was going to tell me the truth. And see, some of us, we don't want that. We just claim, oh, you know, they're in the clique. They don't want my music. And that, no. Come on, get out yourself. Get out yourself. In order to improve, you gotta give that music to somebody else so they can listen to it. You can't trust your mama, your sister, your cousins. No. You have to talk to somebody that's in the industry that you trust. See, we're back on this trust issue again. And see, that's what makes it hard for us trying to tell the truth, because they're like, hold up, but this one over here said it sounded wonderful. That's another thing. It's time for us to tell these artists the truth. If it doesn't sound right, tell them it doesn't sound right in a nice way. Can you do this and this with it? Can you do this? What about you doing that? Give them suggestions. All of us are here to help each other. We're here to help each other, not hinder each other. So sometimes we sit there and we say, well, guess what? How did this person win? Why do we even vote? When voting doesn't match the results, right? That's what we say. Now we get discouraged as artists, right? And this is with all awards. All awards with this. We get discouraged as artists when somebody could come and just drop a bag of money and say, guess what? My artist wins now. It's not about the gifting. And God ain't, ooh, Lord have mercy. I felt that one. God ain't liking that. It's not about the gifting. He said he don't want that. But I'm going to tell you right now what God's saying, that he going to take care of that fakeness. He going to take care of y'all that's sitting there claiming to know God, but you're doing what you're doing in this industry. Stop the fakeness. No, they don't, disciple. Some of them, they don't care how good an artist is. No, it's how they won over the person. Oh, yeah. All the time, every day. All the time, every day. All the time, every day. Relationships behind the scenes. Relationships behind the scenes. Wow. So you got friends of the founders, friends of the board members, right? So Glenn is nominated, right? I'm on the board where Glenn is nominated. Now I'm going to sit there and say, come on, y'all. Vote Glenn in. He got an award. He's my artist. Now Glenn got an award. It's so clear. It's like I'm looking at it. I see it. I'm not stupid. It's crazy. It's really crazy. Okay? So you got regular performers at the event, okay, on the same label team. And it's a lot. I'm not even getting into that. But just say, for instance, everybody know everybody. I know her, that's my cousin's sister. So she getting an award. I knew her mother back when she was in Virginia. As you know, her father runs this big organization. Big organization, so that means more money for my award show next year. You think we can have sponsors? Yeah. Well, guess what? They're getting an award. I'm just telling you. You'll be surprised at the things that go on. You'd be surprised at the stuff that go on. Okay? Same artists win every year. I talked about that. It feels predictable. New artists stop participating. Fans stop caring. Consistency is good. Dominance without rotation feels rigged. That's why. It feels rigged. It feels rigged. Then you say, why is it that the people aren't coming anymore? Because it felt rigged. How many awards can you get for being a producer of the year? Like, how many? I mean, I understand that each year you might come out with something different. I got that. But we already know you 2025, you the producer of the year. New artists come in, new producers come in. And what I also noticed was this. I'm not saying no names to no award show. But I noticed that as soon as one was over, they went right into nomination. And I said, how is that right? As soon as it was over, hello, Pastor Darryl Bass. As soon as it was over, this award show went right into nomination. So I'm saying that doesn't give me room for new artists, new music. I was watching. Oh, I watched very well. There's no artist that you can say got new music. So basically, it's the same artist that won from your previous award show. They're going to push and start nominating people. I saw it. I'm telling y'all that I saw it. And I'm not calling no names to no award shows. I saw it. Soon as it was over, they started nominations. And look, I'm sorry if you get mad at me, because God told me to come on here and talk about it. I'm sorry. He talks to me in the shower. I'm sorry. You got to go talk to him. Go talk to God in prayer tonight and say, why did you tell Alicia? Go talk to him. Because believe me, a lot of stuff that he has called me to do, I don't like it. I don't like it. There's a lot of stuff that he has called me to do. I don't like it. Pastor Darrell Bass, I don't like doing it. I don't like it. But one thing I'm going to tell you, we need people that's going to support the independent artist. Because I'm all the way for independent artists. Because I want myself. And I'm just telling it like it is. So if you're upset with me and you say that this girl, go talk to God. I wrestle with myself sometimes at night. they're going to get mad at me. They're going to be upset with me. And God say, excuse me, I'm telling you to go talk about it. I don't got no strings attached to nothing. I'm just tired. I'm tired of the fake and phony people that we say we Christians. And we are doing these things to independent artists. I'm sick of it. And it's all a game. And then we say to ourselves, I sit back and watch the people too. I just watch. And then we say, why they not coming to our award show? Once again, it ain't all award shows. Do your research. Okay, let's go to something else. I want to go into the judging criteria that isn't clear. Okay? No one knows who the judges are, and I'm going to talk about something. Who votes, how votes are weighted, what qualifies as a win. We don't know those things, right? Okay, then any result looks suspicious. Okay, even if it was fair. Okay, it goes into talk about judges. So I was thinking in my head, I was like, okay, hold up. We have the votes of the fans, which are you, right? See, okay. So Ontario's saying some getting new artists of the year and have been known for 15 years. So that's not a new artist. Absolutely. Right. That's not a new artist. What is the problem? Like, there's clearly something wrong with that. Like, I don't understand. If it's not a new artist, let's say if you got 5 of them up there and they're not new artists, but they were sent to you saying that they were new artists of the year, and you go and you research, oops, something told me to stop right there. Something told me to stop right there because some of y'all not doing research. Lord have mercy. Some of y'all not doing research. Y'all just putting people on. Because I bet you that's what that was when Ontario said some getting new artists. You're not a new artist if you've been up in the business for 15 years. How are you a new artist? You've been known for 15 years as a singer. How are you a new artist? They didn't do the research, Ontario. They didn't do their research. Because if you did the research on all of the artists that's there, wait, let me just tell you, I know a lot of stuff that's going on. A lot of times we want to sit there and we want to say, okay, we got 5 people. We know that they're not even qualified, right? But we know we got to fill up them seats. But maybe if we did things the right way, God will allow those seats to be filled. Lord have mercy. Just happened last year. He said, just happened last year. I think that's the thing, though. Pastor Darrell Bass. I really think that this is the thing. We need fresh. We need newness. That's what we need. We need fresh and we need newness. Okay? And we have to hold these people accountable for their actions. That's what we need. Everybody's creating award shows. Everybody. But do they do the research on these artists? Do they do the research? Or are they just so concerned about filling those seats up? Lord have mercy, Jesus. Lord have mercy. And God said if we chase after him, right? We seek him, right? All of these things, it's just going to trickle on down if we do things the right way. But I don't think we're really dependent on God. Last minute category changes. This is another thing that happens. How you going to do stuff at the last minute when it's voting entailed? Last minute category changes. So categories merge and be removed quietly. New awards added during the show. Winners announced without nominees. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Something has to be done. Something has to be done. Something has to change. Something has to change. And that's what I'm going to be praying to God, that something changes. Why does this kill attendance? It kills attendance because once artists believe winners are pre-selected, right? Once they know they're pre-selected, already selected, I really didn't have to vote. Why waste my time and energy? They stop promoting the event. Fans stop voting. Media stops covering it. Attendance drops for next year. Trust, once lost, is very hard to rebuild. It's hard to rebuild. We got to stop this stuff. And once again, I'm going to say it again. When we have people that's in these pre-shows that are not being truthful to what they do, if they are telling artists how to prepare themselves, you mean to tell me they're saying that they support independent artists, but when not only me, but when people or when radio stations and when promoters and with everybody, they send you their music and you don't play their music, why are you on a platform talking about independent artists? We need a fresh batch of people, fresh batch of professionals that talk and represent the independent artists, that help independent artists on a daily basis. Fan votes versus the judges. Okay, so when I was thinking about judges, right, I thought about board members. Okay, so you got the fans and you have the board members. Okay, But listen to how everything should be orchestrated. Listen to this, because I kind of liked it. Okay, so the fans represent popularity. So you know, okay, Glenn is my artist. He gets the votes. Everybody loving on Glenn. That's his little fan base, and he's cool with that. Okay. Judges represent quality. Okay. Look at that. Pastor, we just talked about that. That was one of the reasons why we said people stopped coming. He said he went to a show in Baltimore. It was a mess. The sound system was a little mixer with only 2 mics. See what I'm saying to you? Then we say, why do they stop coming to the award shows? That's the reason. That was one of the things that we just said, Pastor Darrell Bass. We just said that. We just talked about that. All right? Just because it's independent artists don't mean you got to come half-stepping. I want you to treat me just like you would treat a Kirk Franklin walking in the door. Lay down the red carpet for me. Why? Because that's what we are. We are professionals. And that's how we should be treated. So we got the fans represent the popularity, and your judges represent quality and industry standards. But this is what I think. I don't think that we're doing this like this. I don't think we're doing this like this. I don't think our judges or whoever judge, let's say if your board members judge, go ahead, put it there, okay? I don't think we're doing this as the quality and industry standards. Maybe Ontario, maybe we're going to do that one day, okay? Because we got to do industry standards, okay? All right, to make these artists understand that there is a standard, right? Right? They might not know this year, but next year they got their stuff together. All right. Every year they are perfecting themselves to become better and better and better. Okay, why? Because there's a standard. Okay, we're not sitting here going, all right, you sound wonderful. Give me $500 and you could get on the stage. There's a standard as an independent artist. Or just like I said, we just say artist. There's a standard. Okay? And let me tell you what the standard is. So, let's say, for instance, okay, we got the common and the trusted and the voting model. So now we're doing a voting model. Okay? A voting model. Okay? So we have, let's say, 50% is my fans are voting for me. Okay. So what they're going to do is basically do this. They're going to measure their reach, the engagement, and the real support. So they are supporters. That's what the fans do. Okay. My judges now, they're going to critique me. Okay. After fans, they voted. Now I got 5 people here. Okay. I got 5 artists. I got to figure out who going to win. So now I get with my judges, right? Right? So the fans win, okay? That's a set of people that look at those votes. The judges should not look at those votes. Everything is separate. Your fans, whoever's doing it, let's say, I don't know, let's say me and my son, right? We looking at the vote count with the fans. Then that's me and my son looking at the vote count. We don't discuss it. We don't talk about what the fans count was. We don't discuss it with the people that's the judges. Totally different. Now we say, okay, these are our 5 finalists. Okay? Some of us is having too many finalists. We got like 10, 12, 20 finalists. I know what that's for. You want to have that many because you want people to come to the award show. So you tell them it's you on there, you almost gonna win, and you gotta show up in order to get your award. Ain't nobody stupid. I'm not stupid. Like some of us are like sitting there saying, go ahead, play the okie doke, because we ain't hearing it. Okay? So we got 5 people here. Me and my son, we done looked at the fans. We done tallied that up. We got out. So we sit there and we go, okay, we know who did what with the fans. Here's your 5 people. We go away. The judges sit down. They're going to critique now. They're going to sit there and say, all right, let's look at all of this. No, they cannot be friends of these artists. They can't know these artists, nothing. Nothing's attached to them. I cannot be sitting looking at something for Glenn. I can't do that because I know him. He's my artist. So I can't do that. I have to relieve myself. Nope, I can't do that. Okay? So I cannot be a judge. Judges look, okay, 50% is the fans, what the fans do, right? How the fans voted. Then 50% of that is going to be the judges. Okay. No single side can control the outcome. I can't sit here and be like, look, the fan base said that Glenn won, so Glenn won. No. Absolutely not. All right? I skipped some stuff to tell you this. This is the thing. We got another one. 30. Okay, so then there's another thing that they have that you can do with producers of the year, songwriters, engineers, lifetime achievement. Okay? So the other one I did was 50-50. This one that I'm doing, that's for the producer of the year, the songwriters, the engineer, and the lifetime achievement. Let's say if it went into them categories, it would be a little different. Okay. Why? Because some categories require trained ears, right? If I'm not trained to listen to the production, right, of a song, then I can't judge. I can't judge to vote on a producer of the year because I don't have a trained ear, right? So I might have another person to come in and say, you got to judge this. But see, what we're doing is we're keeping all the judges for everything, and you don't even have a trained ear to see that music wasn't even mixed correctly. Listen to it. It's not even the vocals is above the music track. You don't have the trained ear, so you can't vote on that. So you don't qualify as a judge for that particular segment or that particular, category. There we go. Okay. So this one said 70% judges. So 70% of the, the 70% of who wins is going to be really like the judges. The judges has 70%. 30%, they're going to look at the fans. Okay, because fans are not going to have ears for production. Fans are not going to listen to how a music, and they can tell anything. And you'll be surprised. People say, oh, that sounds wonderful. And I'll let a producer hear it. No, that's horrible. Right? So it has to be a different percentage. So that's where you go down to 30% for the fans. Okay? All right. Hey, Jonathan. All right. So how the board or judges should be structured. Okay? So to avoid bias accusations, 5 to 9 judges. That's what they're saying. 5 to 9 judges. No voting in categories where there are managed of an artist. So like I told you, if I manage Glenn, right? I can't sit here and I cannot vote on his music. Absolutely not. Okay. Produce the project. If I produce his project, I definitely can't be in that. Okay. Or nominated themselves. If I'm nominated, I cannot be in that. Okay. Judges score independently. No group discussions. See? It's just like when you in the school, right? And they say you're taking a test. No talking. Right? Some stuff they seal up if it's for the state. It's secret. It's the same way. And I don't think people are doing this like this. Okay? All right? We're not doing this like this. Okay. How do we vote? Okay. Where's my sheet? Scoring sheet. The judges should have a scoring sheet when they look into these artists. We're not just going to look and say, oh, this is Glenn. This is Jonathan. This is Disciple. All right, you know what? His music really stood out in my life because I was going through something. Glenn's music really stood out. I was going through something with my mom and it really stood out. So I think we should. What do you think? Yeah, you know what? I think his music did. No, it's not supposed to go like that. But I think it is. I think it is going like that. Okay? How do we do everything? Right? We gotta tally all of this stuff up. All right? His vocals, right? His message, the message as an artist, right? The overall impact. Does this artist carry him or herself in a professional manner? All of this stuff racks up to if you're gonna be an artist of the year. You don't just call it out and say, okay, the artist of the year. Then you say, out of 1 to 10, how was his vocals? 10 being really good. And that's your score sheet. Out of 1 to 10, how was the production? You think the production was like good and everything? Like, again, you're doing this yourself. Okay? You're doing that yourself. How was the message? Because the lyrics is on top. This other one, I don't know what he's saying. He's not talking clear. I don't know. I can't hear what he's saying. Once again, this is you as a judge. You're doing this. You're not talking to somebody, to another judge. You are sitting there and you're going to judge these categories. Not conversating with nobody. What you think, Robert? What you think, Scully? What you think, Joshua? No. What you think, Sam? No. You're not talking to everybody. You can't do that. You're sitting there and you're gonna do the roll call for yourself. 1 to 5. You ever been in school taking a test and they say you gotta fill out this questionnaire? That's how you doing. You don't talk to your people next to you. You don't say nothing to them next to them. You don't say nothing. You just focus on what you're doing. That's all you do. And then you seal up everything and that's it. And then all the votes that's on top or whoever, then that's how you wheel in. Let's say you only want 3 finalists. Or, well, you want a winner, right? That's how you get it. But if your people on your board don't have an ear for stuff, don't have an ear if an artist is singing flat, don't have an ear, then they don't need to be on your board. Or they don't need to be judging it. I said, if it's a judge, okay, I don't know. Because some of us will go and say, okay, my board members are my judges. Okay, that's cool. There has to be research done on the artist. You cannot have an award show and there's no research done. You cannot have an award show and you're not researching the producer. What music has he done? Oh, this is his first one. So how can he be producer of the year if this is his first one? How can he be producer of the year if this is his first one? Oh, but because, he knew Sally. And Sally is on the board. And Sally said that was her cousin. We can't do that. Has to be researched. We're researching everything in order to get our winner. This is not word of mouth. This is not nothing else, but we're researching. Okay? Artist creativity. That's what you're looking at. All of this. Why? Because it takes a lot of work to create a song. This is nothing that's like you wake up one day and boom, and just go to the studio, boom, I'm done. No, it takes a lot of work to create music. For you to take an award show, literally, and say, okay, all I'm going to do is say, I know the person. So they seem like they're good people, so they're the winner. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not when it takes a lot of work and money to create this music. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay? Then we tally up our scores. Okay? We tally up all of our scores, and that's how we find out who's the winner. But it's based on a lot of things. It's not based on me knowing this person or saying, oh, you know what? I see them a lot on social media or whatever like that. No, it's across the board. Is this person professional? Oh, yeah. Now, social media is one aspect, I tell you that. Because if I was on anything, I would be looking at that if I had to score something. Because I feel artists should have to balance a lot of things. And social media is one of them. They're not professional yet, so they can't have nobody. Okay, well, they're not professional. Professional people have people to watch over that. Well, guess what? You can too. All you got to do is give somebody a password, okay? One of my artists, I do it for him, okay? Give them the password, let them go in, and they can create posts for you. Get your team together, and there you go. It's a team effort. A team effort. Okay? So that's really all I really had to say. Okay? What are you going to do with these sheets? You're going to keep them, completed sheets on file. You don't publish them, but you can verify it by saying if somebody says something, blah, 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 how did they win? Here you go. Let me go on my files. I'll show you how they won. That's professional. I like that. That's really professional. Right? It's professional. Okay. So we got to build a process that leaves receipts. So that's the receipts. The receipts is you, right? Going in, you're going to be when you're the judge and you're voting, and that's your receipt to say this artist has won this award. But there has to be some kind of, what is the artist? It can't be, oh my God, this person is voted for a promoter and he ain't did nothing to be a promoter. Hey, Steph. He didn't do nothing to be a promoter. So how in the world would they get promoter of the year if they have not done anything this year to be a promoter? Tell me that, please. Drum roll. We got to do better. And artists would like to have better. Okay? We got to publish the rules before voting. Voting opens, okay? Voting percentages. We don't even know right now. We just assuming that the fans just vote. Okay, so who else votes? Do we have judges? Because we didn't know nothing. We don't know. And like I said, I saw one award show. After it was finished, it went right into nominating. And I was like, wow. I was like, wow. Independent artists, I'm asking you to do research. Okay, I'm done for tonight. I'm asking you to do research on the independent shows, award shows that you would like to attend. Again, I'm not leaving no names and I'm not telling you anything about any specific award show. But I am telling you some things that go on in award shows that you need to be aware of. So, in case you get an email asking you, right, to pay for this and to pay for that, right, just know, right, in your head, hold up a second. This is what Alicia was talking about. Okay? We're not firing back at nobody. We just want what's right for the independent artists. Okay? If I'm not a good artist, if I'm not a good singer, I need you to tell me that. I don't need you to sit there and say to me, you know what? I got this position for you and I want you to get up on stage and sing. Would you like to do that? And they be like, yeah, I like to do that. And you say, okay, it's $500. And they say, yeah. We got to be careful because some of us will get hurt. Okay? People are not playing your music. You need to ask them why. Why are you not playing my music? You don't need to say that, oh, they probably connected to some clique and they cliquish and it's no. Have you went to them to ask them if they play why they're not playing your music? No. Okay. So we don't really have anything to talk about. Okay? We are striving for better. That's what we're striving for. Right? We want better in these award shows. Okay? Better platforms. You know? Because I'm just talking to you. Because I'm trying to prevent God from shaking on platforms like this. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to prevent it because God will be in it if they don't change. And again, not all award shows. I'm not talking about all award shows. But there's a lot. And they're popping up from all over the place. Okay? They haven't been around for a long time. Some of them have not. Okay? But they popping up all over the place. Okay? And we got to be careful. We have to be careful. Right? Devin Womack was one of the ones that, and that's all I'm not going to talk about nobody else. But he was one that was in Quartet. He's out now. Okay? Because Quartet is it's going down. And I'm hoping that the gospel industry don't go down. Because if we continue to do things in not a right way, God is not pleased. And it will go down. Because one thing we're not getting that. We're not in this doing this ourselves. So it's important that we watch what we say. It's important that we watch what we do. It's important that we watch who we treat, how we treat them, and what we say to them. It's all important. Because God will shut you down. I sit on things and I didn't want to talk to you about this. So I was sitting there and I have my me time at nighttime. And I'm sitting in my quiet place and something said, you got to talk. And when things keep rumbling with me inside, rumbling with me, I had to speak on it because I get information from a whole gang of people about these award shows. It's not just how I feel, because I see stuff going on. So please don't say it's her opinion. That's what she thinks. My question to all award shows would be this. Can you honestly say that everything that you have done for your award show, have you done it correctly? Have you done it the right way according to how God would do it? If you say no, if something that I said, you might want to do it differently. That's all I'm saying. Because if you don't do it differently, artists is going to stop coming. People are going to stop coming. And pretty sure you are not going to have an award show. You'll be sitting there by yourself. So just be careful. And this goes for everyone. Just be careful in 2026. Because God, you might think that you can hide from everybody, but you can't hide from God. Can't. My mama used to say that all the time. God knows everything, so you can't hide from him. So do us right. Thanks, guys, for listening to WKKW Radio with Queen Alicia. I appreciate you. I love y'all. Y'all know, I love the independent artists, and I wish you guys the best of luck with all of the things that God has for you in this 2026. I pray that you will succeed in everything that you do, everything that you touch. Oh my God, will you be just flourished and overjoyed, because God is going to bless you if you continue to keep him first, if you continue to keep him first, and if you continue to do all of the things that he has called you to do. He has equipped you to be mighty and to be strong in him. And that you will be. Even if you fall, get up. Don't stay there. Thanks for listening to WKKW Radio. You do that too. But thanks for listening to Chopping Up with Queen Alicia. I love y'all so much. Have a great Sunday. Bye.
Chopping it up with Queen Alicia, where every word is clear and true. From deep talks and open dialogue, join the conversation. Explore real relationships and paths to grow.
Yeah, chop it up with Alicia, the queen. This is the podcast you know you're gonna need, hun. Chop it up with Alicia J today. She's dropping them nuggets, the stuff you really wanna say on relationships, the situationships, married or single, and even if you wanna mingle. Chop it up with Alicia, the queen. Today, yeah.
Discuss hot topics and let your knowledge flow.
The queen. Let's chop it up.
Entertainment and guests in the mix. Every conversation is a clear connect that makes.
Let's chop it up.